Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. Johnny Walker, aka Jonathan with Anachi. I'm a semi-retired endodontist, fund manager, and full-time Uber driver for my teenagers. Welcome back to the channel. Over the last couple years, some people have probably noticed something. I've been talking about more than just real estate. This used to be passive investing for dentists on real estate. But now we've been talking about private credit, oil and gas, investing in businesses, income funds, and recently opportunities like Eastern Light Distillery. And some people are probably wondering, Dr. Johnny, are you moving away from real estate? Skeptical face. The answer is absolutely not. I still love real estate. In fact, real estate has been one of the greatest wealth building tools in my life. It has provided cash flow, appreciation, tax benefits, and it's helped me create a level of freedom that I honestly couldn't have imagined 26 years ago. But here's something I've learned about investing for years and helping hundreds of investors along the way. No single asset class does everything. And once I understood that, the way I thought about investing completely changed. Because I stopped asking, what's the best investment? And I started asking, what kind of life am I trying to build? And that question changed everything. When I first started investing, I thought like a real estate investor. Today, I think more like a portfolio manager. And there's a huge difference. See, I don't invest in asset classes, right? I don't say, hey, I'm only investing in this asset class or that asset class. Instead, we're looking at it from the end. What are we trying to achieve? So I invest in outcomes. Why am I investing? Well, you want to make, get all of the things. Hey, money, I want to make tax advantages. I want to grow my wealth. I want to get. Why do you want all of that? Let's take it another layer back. Ultimately, we want freedom. We want the freedom to do what we want, when we want, how we want, with whom we want, right? We don't want to run a dental. We don't want to be a dentist anymore. We do want to be a dentist. We don't want to run office anymore. We do. But when you have, what we're ultimately trying to have is freedom. The freedom to decide. I invest for cash flow. I invest for tax efficiency. I invest for optionality. But most importantly, and the most important commodity of all, is I invest for time. Time is the one thing we can never get back. I know it sounds cliche, but it's so true. And real estate is incredible. It does a lot of those things that I talked about really well. It helps you move towards all of those things. It preserves wealth. It gives you appreciation. It provides fantastic tax advantages, right? It hedges against inflation. And if you buy great deals, invest in great deals with great operators over long periods of time, it can also produce tremendous wealth. But let's be honest, most multifamily investments aren't throwing off 20% cash-on-cash returns. Most are producing somewhere in the mid-single digits. And that's okay. That's what they're designed to do. But in businesses, private credit, energy investments, certain private equity opportunities, well, those can serve entirely different purposes inside a portfolio. Different risk profiles, different cash flow characteristics, different return expectations. But you combine them all together, and together they can complement one another, right? They check different boxes. They provide different tools for your portfolio. And one of the biggest lessons I've learned is that wealthy people, they don't put all their eggs in one basket. They don't even fall in love with one asset class. Instead, for preserving and growing wealth outside of their main business, they build systems. They build portfolio. They build family offices. And they understand that different assets perform differently during different seasons. And honestly, that's how I've built my own portfolio. Not by chasing shiny returns, not by trying to hit home runs every year, but by intentionally creating multiple streams of passive income that work together. And I think that's one of the reasons I'm able to practice dentistry 3 days a week today. Not because I retired. I loved endodontics. I love helping people. I love teaching mentoring others that want to become endodontists. And I don't want to work because I have to. I want to work because I choose to. That's true freedom. That's optionality. And that's really what this entire journey has been about. Not retiring, not more yachts, not Ferraris, not Rolexes, but freedom. Being able to coach my kids, travel with my family, spend time with my friends, spend my time doing things that I enjoy, build businesses that I enjoy, and live life on my own terms. And if you're a dentist or a doctor or a high-income professional, a business owner that's watching this, I want you to hear this. You don't have to become a real estate expert to invest in real estate. You don't have to become an oil and gas expert to invest in oil and gas. You don't need to become a private equity expert and learn all the jargon to be to invest in private equity. You simply need to learn how to think like a portfolio manager. Each of you are your own portfolio managers, right? You manage your portfolio with either your spouse and you manage a portfolio for your family. And you should start thinking about, hey, how am I building an overall investment portfolio? Because financial freedom isn't about finding the one perfect investment or asset class. It's about building the right collection of investments over time. That's actually one of the reasons we created our WOW Mastermind group, because learning all of the stuff I talked about above, you could do it watching a bunch of YouTube videos and hoping to figure it out. Or I know that investing can be lonely. Right? You got to make big decisions with big check sizes. And it can be very overwhelming. It's to the point that some people just don't invest. Or they invest without truly understanding the risk or the strategy behind it. Most people don't have, when you talk to their friends, you don't talk about syndications and private credit and tax strategies, infinite banking, or portfolio construction. But when you're surrounded by people who are on that same journey, who have the same needs and wants, everything accelerates, right? You learn faster. You avoid mistakes. You gain an amazing network of professionals and people and strategists who want to help. You gain confidence. And that's exactly the kind of community we're building. If you'd like to learn more about the Mastermind group, there's a link in the description below. And get your calendars marked, because I'm really excited. On February 5th and 6th, 2027, we're bringing together an incredible group of investors, speakers, and thought leaders for the Passive Investing for Dentists Summit in charming Charleston, South Carolina. Put that in your calendar. This isn't going to be another conference with 400 people in there and you're just another face in the mob. This is going to be limited to 50 dentists. It's about helping dentists and high-income professionals learn how to create freedom through passive investing. We're going to talk about everything we said in this video. We're going to talk about real estate. We're going to talk about private credit. We're going to talk tax strategies. We're going to talk oil and gas, alternative investments, asset allocation, and most importantly, how to design a life that gives you more choices. So save the date. February 5th and 6th in Charleston, South Carolina. I would absolutely love to see you there. And remember this, I don't believe financial freedom comes from one deal or one asset class or one big break. It comes from making smart decisions consistently over time, building multiple streams of income, surrounding yourself with the right people, and staying focused on the bigger picture. Because at the end of the day, we're not investing for more stuff. We're investing for more life. And that's what the Walk of Wealth is all about. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Are you still focused exclusively on real estate, or are you starting to think more like a portfolio manager? That's a question for you to answer. I'll see you guys in the next video.